she expressed fear in that she had a gun by her bed.
Stunning revelations in a case of domestic violence that turned into murder. Police outlined what they saw after an ex-boyfriend killed Claudia Paschal. Friends say the system failed her before. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jennifer Waddell.
And I'm Guy Atchley. It is a case with the power to bring outrage and grief months after it happened. A woman stalked and killed by an ex-boyfriend. Now, Tucson police release new information in the death of Claudia Paschal. KGUN-9 on your side's Craig Smith joins us live with 9 on your side Crime Watch.
Guy, Claudia Paschal died in February, the day before Valentine's. But Tucson police just gave KGUN-9 News their reports from that day. They detail an old story that becomes fresh over and over because Claudia Paschal's death and her life right before it are the same pattern that will lead new victims to grief. The terror comes through even in print. Oh my God, he is here. That's what Claudia Paschal's boyfriend says she shouted to him through the phone as she saw her old boyfriend, James Leonard III, break in. By the time police arrived, she was dead. Medics found 5 bullet wounds. Police also found James Leonard leaning against the door. He'd shot himself in the head. He lived long enough to die in the hospital. Friends like Rochelle Hasso say they knew Claudia was in trouble, but did not foresee it ending her life.
She was scared, but she didn't come right out to say to the degree of how scared she was.
But Claudia Paschal told friends she had bought a gun and asked her brother to help her learn how to use it. She told friends even after she got a court order to keep him away, Leonard kept coming back.
He was continuing to stalk her and show up at her home, show up here at work, show up at the gym, sit outside of her house, continually begging her to take him back, and she was refusing and just wanting him to leave her alone.
Police reports say she did have an order of protection. The day she died, one officer was able to ID her by sight because he had talked with her before. The report is not clear over what. Throughout the reports, friends say she called police to report Leonard was not staying away, but was told there was nothing she could do. The day before she died, she called an officer to say Leonard had showed up at her church. He was off, so the call went to voicemail. He found it 2 days after she died. Now, Jennifer, as painful as this case is, Claudia Paschal's friends are willing to talk about it to work for changes that could prevent the next case like hers. They want tougher laws to prevent stalking. One idea is to make someone under an order of protection wear a non-removable GPS tracker that would send an alert and also help prove when a stalker's come too close to a victim.
Now, she had a gun. Was she able to use it to defend herself?
No, she wasn't. Police found it in a drawer near her bed.
Thanks, Craig.